beautiful stars, reading time. All right, we're going to start with tarot today. What are you beautiful angels, main collective? Okay, work, friendships could really be on your mind right now for the right collective. You've got a lot of things bubbling under the surface, especially emotionally. Maybe with things that, unfortunately, you're feeling a little bit undervalued, underappreciated, especially with work here. Maybe you are questioning your career path right now, but this has clearly been happening for a while for the right collective. Maybe you're stressing about some unpaid debts as well. You could actually have some financial concerns on your mind. You could have a certain event or a certain gathering or a certain celebration on the horizons as well. There could be a birthday, or there could be something coming up as well that, especially if you are struggling with finances, maybe you're really wanting to attend something or do something big, but unfortunately, when it comes to financial aspects, there's a little bit of stress. You could actually be a bit of an excessive spender, this collective, I'm hearing. And maybe this is why you're now just subconsciously, if you work your little bum off and you feel underpaid or undervalued, underappreciated, and you've got things coming up that are causing stress because financially you can't attend or you can't go all out like you normally would. It makes sense why you're reflecting on things. But also with friendships, I think this collective, you've got just a few stresses right now. But your leading card, it's all been bubbling under the surface for a while. You've been feeling some form of lack of direction. This Ace of Wands in reverse. But you do have certain things starting to... New perspectives are coming over you through this lack of direction. I just want one more for this Three of Cups. It's also another one of lack of direction. So even certain friendships, but you are feeling a powerlessness. This is an important detail. Don't make it fit. Feel there's a stress about a certain event here. This is also a card of reuniting as well. You could be one of my collectives. You're waiting for someone to return in your life, or you're hoping for someone to return in your life. Let's get one more for this Six of Coins in reverse. Okay, you're definitely wanting to start anew here. Maybe you are a personality type. Let's take this Page of Wands to you. Maybe you're more of a free thinker. Maybe you're quite individualistic. Maybe working a 9 to 5 or whatever you're doing, it just doesn't... Like, this is such a childlike, playful, free-spirited kind of... He's a worldly traveler. Like, I just feel this collective... Your core qualities, the things that make you shine, aren't being noticed or appreciated, which you probably, I don't want to say, I'm hearing that kind of midlife crisis kind of energy, and you might not be in midlife age, but you know when you hit that point and you just don't even really understand who you are because you have been conformed for so long, and working a job where you are feeling undervalued, underappreciated, just working to pay bills, or the people around you. It's like, I feel this collective, those qualities that I was just mentioning, it's like, I feel sometimes maybe you might even struggle to know who you truly are. There's a reason you have your surroundings in perspective right now. So this feeling underappreciated, undervalued, it wouldn't just be work, it would be a lot of different areas in your life. Let's get one more for your top row. Okay, this is nice. So I always say to really achieve that Six of Swords energy, that tranquility, that peace within, overcoming certain situations, we do need to move on from the storm. And sometimes it's intimidating creating change, especially if it is to do with work, career, or long-term friends, or to step into the unknown and have blind faith, especially when you don't see what's coming next. It can be tough, it can be scary, but this collective, you've got two of lack of direction. You've got a card here of feeling powerlessness. Even if you are in a job where it's paying your bills, remember the right collective, you've got financial concerns. So I think you have a fear of starting again, or a fear of changing your direction. But again, this Six of Swords the same energy is lingering around every day. It's not just going to miraculously change. You could be feeling a lack of motivation. You could be feeling a burnout energy. You're definitely feeling some form of frustration. And I always say our internal emotion, that's our biggest sign in the world when things are aligning or not aligning with us. So if it's just progressively getting worse with the things you're focusing on emotionally, you do have a Six of Swords here, but Six of Swords, it calls for change and to move on from those rocky seas. And maybe this is where the fear comes. It's a restoration of peace. It brings that internal balance. I think the right collective, you're on the fence with making decisions because you are a bit worried about what comes next. But let's confirm these. Okay. You don't want to do anything impulsive, which is good. I always say that. Nine of Swords, maybe impulse is something that you're working on. Sometimes he's so focused on that end stop, he misses the red flags. He can be like a dog with a bone with situations, but I think this bubbling under the surface kind of energy, lacking direction. I was literally about to say this is probably a decision where you do need to make change. And then you've got karmic avoidance here. There is something you're definitely avoiding in your life, and you're putting it in the lens of, I think, more you don't want to rush anything here. You don't want to just make a decision on impulse. But I actually think whatever's bubbling here, I think it actually needs a little bit of quick movement. That your fear of what comes next is holding you back. And it's such a card of that focus. Like I said, dog with a bone. So it's not getting easier for you. But karmic avoidance, maybe you feel a bit victimized, or this is about being shamed and blamed. Maybe you really are having a tough time at work. Maybe you've got some work colleagues that are just, but also friendships. It's a tough one. Something here you're looking at is in kind of, I'm staring at this unfair. I don't think you've lost a job, but in my mind I just heard that you could have had an unfair, in your mind, dismissal here that came in quite shockingly. There's a reason that just came to my mind. Hold on, let's get one more for that. You've got two here about unwilling to learn karmic lessons. I always talk about the 2-year karmic cycle. I'm hearing this for a reason. Sometimes people And this could be part of your cycle. Every couple years, you tend to change jobs. And I always say we all have our own cycles that play out. But if every couple years you're going through the same thing when it comes to income and pay, there's something here you're not learning in your karmic cycles. You've got two about karmic avoidance and unwilling to learn your lesson here. So I find a lot of people that have that in their cycle where you're forever switching and changing jobs because you haven't tapped into your birthright, your true path in life. So you could have grown up as well being, you know how some people are like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer. Maybe you never really knew what you wanted to do. Maybe you left school quite early. I feel there's something here when it does come to work and clearly other areas in your life. I think for this to be here, you've got some repeated stuff coming back up that unfortunately you haven't maybe taken notice of in the past. Maybe you didn't really understand about 2-year karmic cycles. Maybe you didn't understand why so much stuff repeats in your life. Let it be the situation with work, let it be the situation with finances. It's like you have an influx, then you struggle. Let it be friendships, they come and go. Let it be relationships, they come and go. There's things here for the right collective. You've got a lot of repeated things right now. And again, this is your energy. So the right collective, you've probably had a moment thinking, why is this happening again? Why am I going through this again? That's life. We repeat and repeat until we learn. Okay, let's get this 3 of coins. This is actually normally a really good card. So maybe you really thought you had found the path that you wanted to do, even if it was something you had never delved into before. I find people that switch and change quite often. You are so dynamic. You are so capable. You're those quick learners. You could jump into any field and start accelerating, right? The reason I'm saying this is because 3 of coins is really about 3 different masterminds, right? Coming together, creating a masterpiece. And I just feel whatever avenue income-wise you had delved into, you could have really thought, maybe this is my path. Maybe this is what I'm going to end up, doing career-wise. Maybe you were really focusing on excelling or getting promotions, coming into management, or whatever the case. I do think once upon a time this job was fulfilling you, but again, because it's part of your cycle, you were probably someone that went gung-ho, put 110% in, and you would do this with all of your jobs. Then you get to about that 2-year point. Sometimes you can carry it over into your next cycle. So maybe pushing it to the 4 years, but still getting the signs bubbling under the surface. This isn't fulfilling me. I'm being undervalued. And even though it might trickle over to the next cycle, it gets more and more uncomfortable emotionally because they want you to take that leap of faith and trust in your power and do what does make you feel valued. There's a reason I just said that. But I feel for this collective, you put so much time and energy into whatever you're doing, but once again, you're hitting burnout. Once again, even if it's carried on to the next cycle, what you once really thought, this could be something good, it's all starting to definitely catch up emotionally, and you're feeling the same as you always do when it comes to your work path. But let's get one to confirm. To rebirth. And so it wouldn't surprise me if unfortunately you just lost your job or you have a fear of it, right? So again, that deviation's so important, but they're saying this needs a clear and purge. This will rebirth you. You've got to release your fear, trust your intuition. I always say, when things are falling apart, we are being prepared for greatness, especially if you're being prepared for a metamorphosis phase. I always say, just before we're about to truly take that timeline jump, that quantum leap, we lose the job, the home, the love, like literally, because you're recycling, you're making room for the right life. So I know when things are going into destruction, it's quite hard to find the positive, but there must be a part of you that knows this wasn't fulfilling me anyway. So let it be, it's just happened. You have a fear it's just about to happen. You've got to trust that you're going to get a Six of Swords from this. I always say there's only so many times we can not listen to our intuition before our beautiful angels blow their trumpet, especially if you've got a destined path in this world, and clear that way for you. And I think this Right Collective, again, this has been bubbling under the surface for a while. You've felt there's been talk about you for a while. You have been feeling victimized. You've probably had intuition. There's a reason I'm stuck on, have you lost your job? Haven't you? Your poor little mind. You probably think, you know, when you're not at work that you're about to lose your job, right? So you've had that intuition. Things are falling apart here, but you were choosing not to make any movement because, unfortunately, the financial reasons, right? And I always say people can get really blinded by that. It's sad. But those moments, you have trust, hold on to them. All right, these two here, I also started feeling not just friendships, but a bit of like love energy as well. So I just want to confirm this Six of Coins in reverse. Oh my God, you've got 2 pages. So you've got the Page of Wands and the Page of Coins. You know, this is for the Right Collective, especially with Six of Coins under reverse. You're either just starting a new path when it comes to finances, or you're about to, okay? But this is a card of good news. So just remember, whatever's being removed deep in your soul, this makes you feel so, it makes you feel undervalued. It makes you feel like you're not being appreciated for the effort that you actually put in, right? And even though you might be staying here for financial reasons, again, this is a card of unpaid debt. So it's not like it's financially making you comfortable. You're probably lucky to scrape by week by week, okay, for the Right Collective. So these 2 cards here are truly about good news, right? And a fresh start is good. Even though this collective, I said, you're probably like, why is this happening again? Maybe this is the time. This Page of Coins is beautiful. It says study of magic. Maybe this cycle, instead of just replacing a job with another, why not do something? Do something you love. Do something that you're passionate about. I always say our birthright. Am I eyeballs on? No. I always say our birthright is kind of, we get shown at a very young age what our soul ignites with, and we normally get shown that in school. So, you know, there's always something that in school you were excited to attend, or you would just breeze through. You wouldn't have to study. You were at the top of the class. It was like your soul knew you had lifetimes excelling at that, right? That's what fulfills you. Let it be history, geography, art, design and technology, let it be maths, whatever. Go back to what makes you happy, right? What you're passionate about. It could be spirituality. It could be anything. But you just need to, for these to be here, you have a new path you're about to embody. Don't repeat what you've repeated in the past. They're wanting you to thrive in who you truly are. And it will take hard work. It will take a lot of dedication. But if it's something you're passionate about, people that follow their passion, these are the people that become successful in life. Because work doesn't feel like work. When you're doing something you love, you relieve all those abundant blocks. Because you're following your fulfillment. It's not like, oh, I've got work today. Oh, should I take a sick day? Oh, should I do... You don't want to do that stuff because you enjoy what you're doing. Okay. All right. So whatever's going on with friendships, whatever's going on with, you know, maybe unfortunately not being able to afford things financially, whatever's making you feel powerlessness, the lack in direction, okay, even if it is something about reuniting, there's a lot of uncertainty in this row. It's sending a bit of havoc in you. It's been very delayed. It's kind of been stalled. Something here is on hold, and it's on hold for a reason. And just side note, if you are transitioning or you feel like there's something big about to come with your income, if I was you, I wouldn't be excessively spending right now. Just as advice, and I'm not saying that to put fear into you, but if you are already stressing about unpaid debts and you've got some things coming up or whatever the case, maybe you need to put some things on hold here, okay? But this row, it just makes you feel like, oh, I want one more. Yeah, paralyzed in fear. This is the row that's really where, believe it or not, and I see this a lot in personals, you right now, if I was you'd have pentacles everywhere because you're not feeling stabilized in your energy. And when our pentacles are here and we're not stabilized, and pentacles isn't just about income, it's our home, it's the things that ground us, family, support, home life, yes, income. It's the things that keep us grounded. When our pentacles are off balance, we are like inside. But if there's situations to do with love as well that you're concerned about, you think all your anxiety is coming from your heart space. This, right, collective, it's not just love. You would be feeling unstable. Your soul knows you're about to embark on a brand new journey again, right? But paralyzed in fear, feeling paranoid, restricted. So there is something you feel quite restricted, especially with certain events, gatherings, social things coming up, even love, loneliness. That's there. Let's get one more for that. But do you see this? No, but this is a very quick moving card. Or maybe this is why you get a bit, you want something to be swiftly come into alignment. Clearly there's other things coming into alignment first. But Eight of Wands, it's a really polar opposite energy to this. So let it be. I'm hearing a few things, especially with this Hanged Man, Hermit in reverse, Chariot in reverse. Some of this fear and paranoia could come because your patience is getting tested. You thought something would soothe and work itself out quite quickly, and it hasn't, right? Which is making you feel like you're losing your power here. Two cards here of powerlessness. So again, maybe you've got a few control issues that maybe you're not aware about. But I was hearing, I don't think you see this coming. You're clearly not meant to if it's a lesson you're meant to learn about patience. Remember, the right collective, you've got a lot of things repeating in your life right now. Let's get one more for this. Oh, two more. Okay, it's stuck. So, and the Queen of Swords, mind over it in reverse, that's not good. So that really more confirms the reason you're so full of anxiety. You haven't had that swift movement, and this is all different directions. So everything I say is for a reason. I think the right collective right now, as you're watching this, you really think there's certain things falling apart in your life. It's kind of that saying things happen in three, as we're talking about the quantum jump. You've got over this Eight of Wands. Isn't it funny? I just noticed my rings aren't on. Hold on, let me put them on. Sorry, I just noticed that. Maybe you just had to put your rings on. But I was going to say, I've put that towards, don't be looking at it like this. if this stuff is coming the way it's coming, this is actually a good thing. This is actually a very good thing. Remember, your last card is this. I might not feel like it in the moment, but I always say this is the kind of energy that grows us. But you're harsh, you're being critical right now. You're very scattered. You've got clouded vision, but because you're feeling stuck, because of your impatience, because things aren't coming in the way they're coming in. One more thing, this is a card of gossip and calculating energy. Just with this card here, you could also be stressing about gossip and manipulation and calculating energy, especially because we said this collective, you could have a fear if you haven't walked away from a job that you're about to get sacked or whatever the case. And if, sorry, and I'm not trying to... whatever is coming for you, this and I'm going to break it all down for you. Again, this is just your main focus. So I don't even know if this is I've got to break it all down, right? I always say I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I'm here to confirm it. This would make anyone paranoid, and this would make anyone feel, paralyzed in fear. But this collective, your biggest thing I'm hearing is things you're going through right now, emotionally, financially, love-wise, fear-wise, this repeats in your life. So there's something the universe is really wanting you to learn this time. I always say our 2-year cycles, when we don't learn the lessons, they get harder and harder as the cycles go on to finally break us, right? To really start to realize, it's to make us self-aware. And I feel intuitively this is probably one of your hardest cycles you've been through. But you know what? It's making you self-aware. You're starting to realize you've had that moment. Why is this happening again? Just little puzzle pieces you need to put in. And I guarantee you, whatever you're going through, it's to inject you onto the right path in life. You're clearly someone very special. Okay. I've just muddled those cards. Let's get one for this Six of Swords. And you, whatever you're going through, it's actually going to restore peace in you. Truly is. And deep down, when you're not in fear, you know it, that moon in reverse. And you're not paranoid. Oh, what a good pairing. Breakthrough, Ace of Swords. This is going to create a breakthrough for you. It's going to balance your life. I'm actually looking forward to getting into this reading. I think this collective, you're a little bit of a stress head. I've got a few little stress collectives here. Okay. Let me just get these evil eye. Let's get this out of the way first, because you clearly think people are talking about you right now. So let's just get these. So what we're going to do for this collective, grab a snack, because you've got all aspects of your life in focus. I just want to get these quickly. I want to confirm your heart space. Then I want to get the universe's perspective. And then we're going to get tarot. If any of these parts need a little bit more detail broken into, we'll deviate and put a bit more time into whatever part we need to. Okay. First, let's see this. Okay, so Venus retrograde. Right now you're dealing with insecurities. Oh, this is sad. Maybe you're, again, you're a little bit paranoid, but maybe you're struggling with body image or worthiness, relationships. This is a card of sexuality as well, but your appearance, that's sad. So if you're being really hard on yourself, no wonder you think people are saying X, Y, and Z, because you're saying X, Y, and Z about yourself. I always say how we treat ourselves, one, we treat others, but if you're being this hard on yourself, of course you're going to think people internally think of you how you think of you. I always say what we believe we create. And it's really sad because some people really move with paranoia in life when they struggle with worthiness. You could meet someone and you could just automatically think this person's judging you without even saying anything, right? Because that is what you're creating, because that's how you see yourself. The right collective, this will make sense. If people haven't even voiced these things and it's just you internalizing it, speak better to yourself. Bigger lesson in that. Okay. Like, example, oh, they think this of me, that of me, and they've never even spoken it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You're creating that scenario in your mind. So family and friends could be mean or cold towards you right now. Okay. So people, maybe that's why you think people might be saying some things behind your back because they're not treating you how they would normally treat you energetically. You did have one of your biggest blocks, the paralyzing fear, lack of direction. You got 2 lack of directions. The paranoia is coming from a 3 of Cups energy, right? So you really could be stressing about certain friendships here right now or family members. But again, there's paranoia over it. You need a spiritual detox right now. Bit of a spiritual bath. So go protect your energy. Let it be an actual spiritual bath. I find showers work better. You just make a nice, like, grab a sage stick, blend it up in your bullet, your NutriBullet or whatever you have, and put some good sea salt in there or whatever salt you get called to use. And when you're under that shower, have an intention of, you know, really protecting yourself with that sacred water, and scrub yourself with that scrub that you've made. Okay. Or the only reason I think, and this is just my opinion, showers are better because you're washing it away. You know what I'm saying? But if you prefer to do it in a bath, do it in a bath. Black tourmaline. I think just right now you need to focus on better self-talk, maybe some mirror work. Every time something negative comes in your mind, especially if you think it's other people speaking negatively of you, go affirm yourself. Go speak some self-love into your soul. But this will help you clear and repel negative energy from the body, home, or work environments, which is a big focus here. This is going to assist you in feeling more grounded and peaceful. So maybe you just need to carry a black tourmaline on you for the next few days. Sleep with it in your pillowcase or, you know, beside your bed. But any stone like tourmaline, obsidian, onyx, especially if you're carrying it for a protection to clear negativity, you do want to cleanse it every night. So it doesn't have to just be under the moonlight, but even as you're doing your salt shower, salt down your crystal as well. Okay. Or put it on some selenite. Clear quartz. Maybe you're a crystal galley or guy. So they're telling you need black tourmaline and clear quartz. Another one easily dispels negative, and I find smoky quartz is really good as well. Negative energy, at the same time attracts positive vibes. Absorbs and it balances and regulates negative forces and energies. I always find it quite beautiful when it's just protection things that are coming out, because it shows how powerful you are. It's not really interfering in your energy. And I'm going to be honest, and I will break it down. I'm going to see how people perceive you next. I think it's your paranoia. I'm going to be honest in the nicest way. And I'm not saying that to upset you. I think this collective, you need to see yourself a bit better. And if there is a few people, I always say there's not one person in this world that is loved by all. Okay. Where there's good, there is bad. Where there's positivity, there is negativity. If you feel this is going on, okay, let it be fact or not. Just release it. Don't give it energy. You're clearly better than that. But I think self-love, self-worth is a big thing for this collective. Okay, tricks to spirit. Just playing tricks on your mind. But let's confirm. Okay, family, friends being mean. You actually got, I think that's water sign, is it? No, fire. Is it? No, water. Oh, that's right. It could be a water sign. So and I always say, and I said it before, when this came up, someone should have popped into your mind straight away, right? Now, the right collective, you would know what sign they are, because a sign has come out. So maybe that is confirming for you. But again, don't put energy into it. Who cares? They're clearly jealous. Anyone that gets triggered enough to talk about someone or judge someone, you're activating something in them, if they know it or not. Okay? Who cares? Let these people be jealous, because that's where it's coming from. This person is causing negativity, is a water sign. Why did I hear Scorpio straight away? It could be a Pisces. It could be all three, but I did hear Scorpio straight away. Let's get one more for that. Whoa. Oh my God, and you got black obsidian. You need some black stones around you right now. Just protect yourself. Who cares? This carries a calming, positive energy that can help you remember to look at the bright side of things, as we're saying it. Take it as a compliment. So they're literally saying this person ain't even powerful. Like, you don't need to do an egg cleanser. You just need to carry a stone on you for your energy to bring positive vibes to you. This person, they're clearly meh. I'm picturing someone. I'm just picturing you putting all these crystals in your bra or in your bag. You're going to be walking around clunking. Maybe that's something you do. You already put crystals in your bra. Or you carry them around. I always find it's great to wear as jewellery, but as long as you're cleansing. Because they're like amulets. And it's funny because I didn't have my rings on as I came in. Again, I think it's better to, but anyway, to each their own. Take a spiritual bath. Always trying to one-up you. This person's jealous. That's what it is. They're jealous. So if they're always trying to one-up you, you clearly always one-up them, and they don't like it. This literally says competition. This person feels they're in competition with you. And you, this poor collective, you're not seeing yourself. You think they're doing this, that you're paranoid. They envy you. Just saying. Copycat. This person probably tries to dress or talk or just like, you would get examples. No one can be you. You are one of a kind. Okay? No one can be them. They're one of a kind. The more someone tries to imitate or copy or it's a detriment to them. It's a detriment to them. Black tourmaline. Why am I looking at that eye and I'm seeing a dream state? It's like you probably sleep like a baby. This person probably stays up anxious. Why does that remind me of a dreaming eye? Can anyone else see that? Is that just me? Maybe it's because the eyelid looks like a crescent moon with stars. You know how the man with the moon kind of looks like a banana and he's got like the sleeping hat on him? I'm seeing that. Anyway, don't mind me. You could have a picture of that. I'm literally seeing, or maybe you've just seen that, or a child of yours has that. I'm seeing like the crescent moon kind of looks more like a banana in my mind, that yellow color, and it's got like a little sleeping hat, kind of looks like a Santa's hat. That's what I'm seeing in my mind, but that's white. That's important for someone because that came in so clearly. With the little Zs. Okay, that's way too many. Black tourmaline. Two. Okay, sleep. We spoke about this the other day. You could be I said my beliefs on sleep paralysis as we're talking about dreaming. I just think it's when you're stuck between realms, like stuck in your dream state to waking, especially if you're a lucid dreamer. This says dark entities holds demons while you dream. I don't believe that. But again, everyone creates their own reality. I specifically said this collective, you're sleeping like a baby. But maybe you have been struggling to sleep and you think it's this person sending you bad energy, or if you do believe that sleep paralysis is that's your reality, right? So if you are experiencing that, then grab some tourmaline, put it in your pillowcase like we said. Spiritual cleanse, so with the spiritual bath, so maybe you do need to do an egg cleanse here. There's clearly someone accessing you in your dream state, in your mind, okay? In your mind, so protect yourself. I can't see it's this person. Jeez Louise, they just seem like a... Let's get one more for that. Oh my God, you got that Venus retrograde that came out with this. So that's important. So it's not just making you struggle in your sleep. This is what's accelerating body image and appearance and worthiness and relationship. So it could be a love energy, unfortunately. Glamour magic. But they're telling you to do it. The mirror work. I was going to say maybe someone, if you know, they could have really done some love work on you. But glamour magic for yourself, mirror work. Perform or learn to do mirror work to reflect on what you want, so the scales tip in your favor. I don't like calling it glamour work, but just staring at yourself, affirming your greatness, your beauty, whatever you want to do. Of course that's glamour work. You're putting a veil of glamour over you. You're creating that, right? So do it. They're affirming it. Because we need to get you, those two together, they're literally saying stop the negative self-talk, all right? Okay, clear quartz. Altering your... So maybe whoever this person, if you've been questioning your your values or moral compass, whoever this person, people are, maybe they don't have the best morals or values in life, okay? Maybe they don't even understand their morals or values. Why am I seeing that mirror as, you know, Beauty and the Beast? And she's looking into that mirror. That's what I just saw. You could love Beauty and the Beast. I find that to be like such a twinny movie. Okay. Next, I just want to confirm your heart space. Then I want to get universe energy, what's around you. I want to get an animal card to see how you're shining right now, how people are viewing you. And then let's see how this goes first. Heart space, energy around your heart space. Okay, so this collective, you could actually be in a connection. This says passion, insane chemistry. So you're liking each other, you're having fun. You've got palm tree here. So stability, security, permanence, endurance. Maybe you've had a few ups and downs with this person. Oh, I take it back. Grim Reaper. Maybe you've just gone through a separation, or this is the energy around your heart space. Hold on. I want one more for those two, please. Nah, hold it. So it could have been longer. So this you do not see. They're holding their cards close to their chest, so they're not showing you. So as you're watching this, I think you really believe this is over. So this is about taking a chance, a risk, but they've been quite strategic here. You wouldn't know this person likes you equally, not as you're watching this. Maybe you've had hopes. Right now you're paranoid. You're in paranoia. So I'm going back to me saying maybe this, you might not think so. Maybe this person has done some love work on you, and maybe you've had intuition, but you don't see yourself. So you probably think crazy for thinking that, or maybe they try and manifest you, or they listen to subliminals to call you rent. That is work that. If you have an intention of doing that, that is some form of love work. You're energetically interfering. That creates karma. That's the evil eye. You're not letting it just flow. I know people think they have the intention, it's imprinting a better thought pattern, but you literally, as you're imprinting that thought pattern, you have that person attached, the face attached, so you're energetically interfering with their energy, right? This is why a lot of people, this is coming to my mind, people that do subliminal work and stuff, you'll notice they'll pop back, but they'll be dry, they'll be cold. It's like they don't even know why they're reaching out. You should never do that. You should let time run its course, especially if it's something destined. There's a reason I'm saying this for this collective, because we have an issue with you, evil eye people watching in. There's something you yourself would be doing, or it could be I'm speaking about this person and what they've done. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe you've both done it. Okay. But again, like I said before, when that sleep paralysis came out, everybody's got their own beliefs and their own truths. So again, that's just my opinion. Oh, God. So maybe one of these people... Oh, this is your heart space. So I'm going back to that water sign. Family... What was it? Family and friends. It could... If you were more thinking family and friends from this person, as that, there's a reason that came to my mind, because you just got the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, but you are going to get closure. You are going to get a sailing boat. Remember, tranquility. It'll come. That Six of Swords. Last card in your first part. This is taking a bit of a turn here now. Because now I'm going back to that first part. Could have worked with this person. It could be making your work life uncomfortable. And I'm going back to that gathering, social events. Maybe you're having to avoid certain things or vice versa. There's clearly an energy tied to this situation. And maybe not the best energy at that. You literally got the competition card in the evil eye deck. You've got someone envious here. Okay, passion, palm tree, hand of cards. Oh, double whammy. So they literally are, this person, maybe you've had intuition, but how badly you speak to yourself, you wouldn't even believe it. They got sunglasses and Ace of Spades. I just noticed that you could have a card memory, or they could have that tattooed on them. You could, or this snake. Watching, looking, so they've gaslighted you, but they're obsessed. So they're focusing out on you right now. I need to get my purple deck in a second. Okay, maybe there was a marriage involved. Maybe this person's married. Or you could have been planning marriage. And then boom. But this could have... This is underneath Grim Reaper. Take that one as it fits. The runner. Okay, obsessed. So you've got the runner obsessed. 2 cards of obsession here, addicted to you. And whoever this snake is, they're attached to this runner. And it could be them as well, being a little bit... Remember, you got that Venus card. Or they could have someone literally attached to them that... Obsession, possession, controlling someone that's... And I said to you guys, you might have a lesson of your controlling behavior right now too. Whoever this snake is, I think blocks them, restrains this person. But I feel this is this. I kind of feel it's all one, let's be real. It is your heart space. But even this snake energy, they could embody those qualities themselves, and they're obsessed and they're focusing out on you. So they could be very codependent. They could have a fear of intimacy. They could be trapped in their ego. This could actually be the snake's personality type as well, right? So let's take just them as a person. We clearly know they're obsessed. They're sending you the evil eye, right? There's some stuff going on here. I'm just going back to the sleep paralysis line. Again, just watch the whole reading. I think that's this. And it would be this as well, because you've got... This is very creepy energy here. Sailing boat. Oh, it will come. Do you see? No, you don't. Not this collective. Your tarot. I'm telling you, a lot of this paranoia, I think you've got some mixed up energy. I think you're mistaking some energy for your own. You will get a Cupid's arrow here. But there's hesitation, okay? But you've got the sailing boat coming with this. No wonder there's hesitation. There's more things here. This isn't so surface level. There's some messy energy around this. Okay. Quickly, I just want to get the universe's perspective. Get a bit more of this, and then I want to tap into tarot for your career. And there's so many decks I've got to get. I want to get animal decks too, actually. Hold on, let's get these first. I don't know why I explain it to you guys. I'm just trying to break it down in my mind. All right, let's go these first. Universe, what's going on energetically around this beautiful collective to get you out of a bit of that fear? That first part, poor little soul. Okay. Oh, your first card is don't worry. This is, and remember the leap of faith. That was a huge thing. This card literally says don't worry on it. Leap of faith, easygoing, don't worry. Moving on, Six of Swords, prosperity. You've got to change in direction, but it's good. Luck is on your side. And it says, so what? Question mark. Don't worry. 5. We know that. The hand of cards, the sunglasses, the standoff, non-committal, blocked. They could have you blocked. The delay tactics, the hanged man in reverse. They've been refusing to compromise because of competition. Opponent. But again, don't worry about it. This is the energy around you. 5 and 6 consecutive numbers. So you 5, 6, 7 maybe you're seeing. Okay. Hold on, I've got to get one more for this stalemate. Oh, you don't see this properly. You've got clouds over this. So back to that part, you wouldn't think this person is putting in as much. You would see this as Grim Reaper. Thoughts, problems, doubts, beyond your view, confused. There's been a lot of misunderstanding. Oh my God. Oh, I thought that was it. You got 5, 6, 6 here. K could be important. Hold on, I want one more for this grasshopper. I will confirm them, but I just want... Oh, your work. You don't need to work. That's where the part 1. Established ambition, achievements, long-term longevity in your career, development. You're meant to go through early retirement. This collective, whatever you're doing right now, no wonder it's being removed. You stress about finances with what you're doing right now. It's to align you to the right path. So there's literally saying, don't worry about that. That's going to be taken care of. Oh, I knew it. You're special. You've come out as Mother Gaia. You've got to tap into your true inner identity. It's time to ground in your purpose. Balance your inner and outer worlds. For more rebirth of your bloody beautiful soul within. Center of everything. Wouldn't surprise me if you're that. Oh, this is good. You've got birth of a son. birth and pregnancy again. Transformation, change, renewing through the restlessness, arrived, depart, moving, renovating could be on your mind as well. But pregnancy, birth, slender and tall, you could be slender and tall. This person, or one of these many people could be. All right, so you've got 17th of the 6th and the 5th and the 4th and 30th of the 5th, the 6th and the 4th, and you've literally got 4, 5, 6. Maybe you're watching this at 4:56. Okay, I want one more for your top row. Oh God, it is. It's there. Oh, you've got it here as well. Third person, that snake energy. Another person's in. This is really confirming that black deck. So there's a lot around your heart space. It's lingering around your energy. We've got the work thing here. You've got to not stress about. Again, watch the first part to make sure this is your reading. When it comes to this love situation, this is really around your energy right now, right? So there's a restlessness coming for a reason in all aspects of your life, but it's to finally truly center this in you, okay? These, don't even put energy into. Another person's involved, someone else's influence, could be a love triangle or an outside party, too many people's opinions. 17, 18, so 18th of the 4th. All right, let's confirm these. Oh, this is all, everything that's happening in your career is to break your cycles finally. Get you out of the belief system, the programming, the rat race, being bound to society's outlook. Watch the first part. It's time to stand alone, break free from the governments, institutions, the hierarchy. Tap into your true internal guidance, especially if your true internal guidance comes from this energy. Holy moly. Early retirement. All right, this cloud stalemate. Oh, that's very beautiful. So you've had a past life connection with this person. But this actually, believe it or not, is grounding you. And you've got 3 cards here of fertility. Another card of fertility, health, personal growth, past life, connection, evolving, and your connection to source through this situation. You could have felt like you kind of went through an activation because of this connection. One more for that. I'm surprised they haven't shown me a soul contract card or trust in divine timing. So the divine's got a hold of this situation. Let it be for closure, let it be for reveal, or let it be for something. You don't have any kind of reconciliation, or you're meant to be, with this person that's come out. This is all about how it's connected you to up above, right? Let's get one more. Just trust it'll all come full circle when it's, oh, there you go. As we said, soul contract card. Maybe. Agreement, pact, cycle, soul contract, partnership, trust, commitment, circular, that the sailing boat, promise, bond. Maybe. 25th of the 6th, 5th of the 7th, 7th of the 5th. And remember we said 5, 6, 7 and you got 4, 5, 6 here. Wow. So you've literally got, so with the stalemate and clouds, which you cannot see, you've got the oak tree, tree of life, with learning to trust in divine timing, activate your soul spark, your life force within, right? Your divine blood, and contract. That's big. All right. No wonder you've got so many fertility cards here. It's meant to rebirth you as well. Okay, this restless temperance. Let's balance your restlessness. You don't need to worry. Believe, trust, activate this. Start doing what really fulfills you. Within the next 14 to 30 days, you've got a renewed energy. You need balance right now. You need patience. Your impatience gets you in trouble, right? Look at the anxiety it creates in you. You need to start putting more balance and moderation in your life. Mother God. Oh my God. I knew it, but I didn't want to. I knew it. I should have said it. I should have said it. So your journey, so this collective, you're not in your mission. That's what, this, don't make it fit. That's why it's all crumbling. You're jumping, you're timeline jumping right now. You're not in your mission work. That's why it's all happening. I always say that's your first step. No one's the exception. So if this is part of your soul contract, hurry up. Sorry. This comes first. You're a true twinny. There's two cards. One's the swan, but there's only one twin flame card in 132 cards. You got it underneath Mother Gaia, about balancing your inner identity, your purpose, inner and outer worlds, experiencing duality, divine partner, mirror, heart chakra activation, reflection, catalyst of your awakening, balancing your feminine and masculine. That's why you're going through what you're going through. Oh, don't worry. So this is going to be just, I already know, my angels. This, you got a while here with this. You've got some stuff to tick off. And can I just say, because it's coming into my mind, if you have just average separation of a divine journey, true divine journey, is about 3.5 years. Average. There's a reason I'm saying that for this collective. Don't focus on this. Don't have clouds and paranoia in fear over this. Focus on you. That's what will get you to come in quicker, not longer. Okay. Oh my God, you are not going to believe this. Look at those two cards. And you got the Swan, second twin, and the Celtic Knot. Unconditional love, legendary. Divine union, eternal love, enduring, connection, connected, love of a lifetime. And the other twin flame card is the Swan card. So this says soulmate, twin flame. The one, a pair of things, deep soul connection, blooming love, faith, divination. And I deviated and said, even if it's your spiritual, true divines, you have a high priestess oracle within. That is magic. Let's get one for this dad. 11, 11th of the 4th of the 11th. Oh, so it is this person creating obstacles. So maybe it's this snake that's made this person run and you don't even know it. You're not meant to. I always say karmics are there long before you get there. That's their own lesson they need to learn. Thank this person. But they're creating the islands here. So it's feeling like this person is standoffish, estranged, the separation. But it's protected. So let this person do, that's part of your cycle, it's part of your story. You don't need the answers, so let go of it. Focus on you. That was powerful. All right, we're going to get animal cards for, I want to see, because around your energy, this external person, I want to see how they view you. I want to see how this person, heart space, views you. And then acrotype, I just want to see your universal energy, how you truly shine. Okay, let's get this other energy out of the way first. Because they feel like they're in competition with you. Divine messenger, you got the hawk and the mouse. You could be a bit of a perfectionist in their eyes. You don't miss a detail, but you're a divine bird. Maybe it's your organization, maybe it's your skill set. They're clearly something about your observant energy as well. But this divine messenger, that's a beautiful card. So it's not even really, hold on, I want one more. Just these two together, it's not just, it's not just you and your life, your detail prone energy in your life, but it would be something about your sight as well. Hold on, let's get one more. Oh, and you got the Lion. You don't let many people in. These are actually really positive. Oh my gosh. And I've just got goosebumps from this. Can I tell you something? That's not negative. I can't see how they're being malice towards you. Those two together, there's nothing that can knock you back unless they have been doing a little bit of energy work, and every time they do, you just seem to just get more and more powerful and more strong. But this person would truly believe that you are a connected channel, right? The only card that's a little bit, this mice energy, it's a bit, let's read this mice energy. Hold on. Like, that is powerful. Detail orientated, sometimes small-minded, nervous, but nitpicky. But I can't see how, unless they think you've phoenixed through that. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to all the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, but also scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. And I did feel you could be a little bit controlling. So maybe this person, especially because they're attached to your heart space, this other person, maybe they've said some things that have made your person believe that you're a little bit scrutinizing, that you're controlling, that... Again, a little bit of a perfectionist. Nothing's ever good enough. But soon they begin to have, we said that, and said that. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into. You could have known this person from work. They could have really affected your work path as well, especially if you're one of my connections, my collectives. You have work, your work love, like it all tied into like part of your story. But you're organized, resourceful, and prepared. But when you're out of balance, you're busy with no purpose. That's what you're transitioning through now, though, this collective. But this here, like, I feel this person has seen you find strength since you left what did not serve you, right? And I was so on the fence with that first part. Like, have you walked away from that? Or is this something maybe you have walked away from, but you have fear over? Like, that first part, I keep going back to your tarot now. Because for them to view you like this makes me think this person knew you when you weren't in your purpose. And now you are in your purpose. So back to that Mother Gaia twin flame energy. This reading's a bit confusing. Like, this is that's you would admire these qualities in someone. So the hawk, watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. So before you really activated your Oracle High Priestess, you were watchful. You didn't miss a detail, but you weren't fulfilled. So of course, no wonder they came out together, because before you started tapping into your gifts, this would have been insufferable, this energy. You would have presented a little bit like this. And I'm not saying that to upset you. I say this all the time with people that aren't in their fulfillment and birthright. Your strengths are meant to be relieved in your path. Otherwise, you become overbearing. So for those two, I more see it as they really have seen your transition through this, because you weren't doing what you were meant to now this. Like, that is really beautiful. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you. Again, with this phoenix too. Fate has its eyes on you. Maybe they think you've given them karma. And the winds are shifting. So they've seen you change time and time again. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. So maybe they've heard some things or seen some things. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. You see clearly, you're intuitive. But when you're out of balance, you see too much, you're suspicious. Maybe they've got memories of you being highly accusatory. You do have paranoia. You do struggle with paranoia, this collective. I just want to read you this line as patient. This collective, you need to work on patience. So this person sees you as patient. You're a complete master. Regal. The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. I don't think this is negative. I think you're changing this person's perception on you. They could have been an interference in the past. They're so tied into your story. And I always say, true divines, these people are tied into your story. And I said it in that part. They're there long before you got there. I actually feel there's something quite positive here now that I'm reading this. I think this person thinks you're quite gifted and special. I'm going to be honest. Transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. The dedication inspires some and intimidates others. I think you're inspiring this person. I'm getting really positive vibes. Where are we up to? Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. So you don't let many people in. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all. You make this person believe in change. No matter where our quest begins, and this takes me back to you and the deviation I had about if you think people are judging, that's what you think of yourself. This is beautiful. This is really nice. I think you're actually changing this person's perception. I think they've seen you transform. They've seen you walk through fires, which mean they've walked through fires that have pretty much swallowed them whole. I think this person finds motivation and encouragement from you. I'm just going back to that evil eye deck. If anything, you just need those because I always say people watching in on the sidelines, even if it's admiration, they're accessing your energy in a sneaky way. But it's just about cleansing you. Like you got the spiritual bath, all of those. Like this person's not intentionally sending you ill will. They believe in your change. And even seeing you as the mouse as your past version, that ain't bad. Okay, that's not bad. I like that energy. Okay, hold on. Let me cleanse this out so we can actually get your heart space. Maybe it's your heart space. Maybe it's this person that doesn't... Hold on. I'm just going to cleanse this out. All right, let's see heart space, how they see you. So they see you as a teacher too. They see you as the cobra. So they stop and listen to you too. You've got some striking words. This is literally when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Oh, but that you're, oh, that's okay. No. They've actually got, this is really positive. So even though you have a strikingness, you have a softness to you too. But I think this person thinks that you push sometimes a little bit too hard. You force the river, right? That maybe sometimes you spy on them. This is actually a really nice card, the way this is depicted. But it really is about sitting, waiting, gathering wisdom before approaching, right? Which makes me sometimes feel it's very, can have a little bit presenting to others, a little bit of a sneaky kind of energy. And you've got to remember, this person's spying on you, hand of cards, this and that. It wouldn't surprise me if they think that you do this to them. Especially if a lot of the things you say, it really aligns with what they're going through in life. They could believe that it's because you're literally viewing in on them, right? Whoever's attached to them, they see you in a... They see you in a better light. Like, this is beautiful. But I think this person can still be 50-50 at times. This koi fish, it's really struggling. It's like it's pushing up that stream, and sometimes it just needs to stop. I always see this as the good and bad luck card. Let's get one more. Oh, that's what my favorite card in this. This is my card of beauty in this deck. But maybe sometimes you take your gifts for granted. But again, this oyster, whatever it locks into, it doesn't give up. And that makes sense with this. You just push and push and push and push. So maybe they have intimidation about your drive and your force, the way you lock in. But if this person sees you like this and they're viewing in on you, there's untapped potential. They think you don't show the world the real you, the whole you, right? And there is something about this collective taking your gifts for granted. That's one of your biggest nudges in this reading. Something about your path. That Mother Gaia energy. So they see that. But this, for me, the most beautiful card in the deck. I think they try and fight their mind when it comes to you. But I definitely think this person thinks you lurk in the background. One more. This really is kind of the world is your oyster. Oh, you didn't get that. I think you found your backbone. You clearly wouldn't listen to others, especially if you have this. That stingray, I see this as you finally got your energy. If they're taking notice of this, of you, how you don't listen to others, how you just lock in and you keep going, no matter how hard the challenge, you just go up that river. Even if that river's pouring back at you, they would be impressionable. They would be having life choices where they're living through someone else's lens. They're not following their birthright. They're just in a mundane job. Like, if they see that you've got the strength of this, and you're not swayed easily by others, that would be, they're focusing on this because maybe subconsciously or even at the forefront of their mind, they could have a little bit of envy over this because they haven't healed that within them. Which means they'd be temperamental with the people that are kind of boxing them in life. But this cosmic egg, that's the last one in the deck. And that's a twinny card for me. That, the moth and the swan, they're my twin cards I've allocated. But this is when everything's about to come together. So they probably think as soon as you really show the world who you truly are, They got no chance here. Now this, I see it as the people around you, but this is also a card of argumentative, but I've really allocated that as like people swarming into you, right? But the way this is described, and I'm hearing it, there is a fire to you. You've got, unless they think you've transformed it, especially that being there, you've got to remember they're seeing you as but also gentle. So maybe they question if you've healed this within you, but they definitely see the attention you get, especially if they're seeing you like this. That means in their eyes, you've got all your ducks in the row. And it's like they're just waiting for your takeoff season. It's like this person thinks they see you better than you see yourself. They clearly see your power if they think you're not even tapped into your full potential. And whoever's connected to them, they see you as the lion, the phoenix, the divine messenger. So even they know your power. All right, let's see how the universe sees your energy. Just one. Just one, please. Main collective. How you're truly shining. Wow, they're being fussy. Oh, that one wants to come out. The offering. So this is how you're shining right now. Oh, wrong one. The offering. Hold on. Okay, the gift, the present, and the sacrifice ties into the first part. Unlike many of the other cards in the deck, the offering carries a clear as day message and a call to action. As you may have guessed, it is time for something to be given and given up. The first part. For the sake of the bigger picture. If nothing comes to mind immediately, watch the first part. It will. Though it's likely it will. It literally says in brackets, it's likely it will, and I literally just said that. Take time in meditation to consider what must be offered and who is to receive it. It's likely you feel attachment and hesitancy. You'll make excuses. Oh, truth. But recognize the link between the word sacrifice, that hanged man, to make things unstuck. I always say, hanged man, it's not there, but until we self-sacrifice or make actual, self-sacrifice and self-reflection, that's in limbo for a long time. And the word sacred, one leads to, the universe is trying to offer you something right now. They're trying to get you to meet them halfway. They're showing you emotionally, internally what needs to change with all those obstacles, but you're just not making the change because of excuses and fear. When we offer up something for the greater good, we lighten our load and become more able to serve. Truth. Imagine for a moment. So this takes me back because I keep getting confused with that. So the right collective, you haven't made the decision. You're still sitting in fear. And that's why they see you as the oyster. You're holding something back. Imagine for a moment if you were to offer your whole self unconditionally to the world. For now, start small, but start making changes. Generosity, donations, volunteering. When you're in light, when you're in dark, you giving with expectation, needing something back, especially financially. You can see it in your first part. You keep track of everything, and it makes sense with that mouse energy. So people are seeing you evolving from this, but you internally, you still suffer with some of these things. That makes so much sense. Hold on, I want to get you a surrender card. With that last line, relieve the attachment of results, because that first part, you've got Chariot in reverse, Hermit in reverse, Hanged Man in reverse, over, like you've got so much fear because it was the Eight of Wands. It hasn't come in. What? The formula to success is to do all that you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. And even the person on your heart sees you as the koi fish. You just force that bloody river. You don't stop instead of just letting go. It's like literally that energy. You're trying to push up a boulder on the hill where you just need to release and trust and step into the unknown, step into that blind faith and surrender to it. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Bring that Frozen song. Let it go, let it go. Okay, I'm going to get you tarot for everything that's coming. I just want to see this person, heart space, their true intention towards you. Because let's be real, that I feel is going to have some stillness for a while for the right collective. But let's see. They're focusing, so you are making them focus on their finances. That's good. Their true intention. They're at a critical juncture, so are you. So you're mirroring that and you don't even know it. So they are breaking free from other people's opinions. That stingray, that's why they notice it in you. I know I have control of my life because they see that you've taken control. If anything, they see it's that bloody, I can't get past that koi fish. No one is holding me captive and no one is controlling my circumstances where for so long they have been. And this is probably why that third person is watching in on you, because your person, because it's all tied to your heart space, right? Why do I think it's their parent? Or why do I think it's an older sibling? And my cards just fell. Just the maturity of how they see you. They're not like... And they would have seen you before your evolution. Like the way this person sees your transformation, it's such a... Like it's a more life experienced energy. Right, collective, this will make sense. I recognize the power of my free will and I choose to be happy. Past life connection. You did get the cosmic egg. When I'm with you, I feel as if time just stops. It's you and me against the world. You feel like home to me. I understand you. You understand me. The universe... Whoa. You got future focus. 66, 71, 55 and 66. And then you got 71 in the middle. I'm devoted to returning to you. I'm starting to feel hopeful for our future because I see you being a big part of it. Hold on a second. What's their emotion right now towards this collective? Wow, so they feel protective. Maybe they're defending you. If they've got a protective energy over you, and that makes sense with the sunglasses and the hand of cards. And even that, the binoculars, more them like eagle eye vision. They could have some concern about opinions, I guess. Wanting to guard you, preventing you from getting hurt. My mind's taking me, I keep going to this other person, right? Let's say it is more of a protective thing. They may not know how this other person really views you. They may think this other person... Like, I feel that it's like they feel they need to protect you from this other person. That's what I'm feeling reading this. But they're not seeing the situation right. Oh, that you're blessed. But they thank you for everything. So maybe they really have grown from your Cobra Lamb energy. They highly value you. They appreciate you. They feel blessed to know you or have known you. But they get tricked. Maybe they get disgusted, appalled in their behavior and their decisions. But there's something in their energy when they appalled, outraged, shocked, angered. Maybe that's more. I can't see how they see this and then that. I think that's more reflecting on maybe their behavior and their decisions. One more for that. How to approach this. Warm. Do I be platonic? Do I be nice? Do I just keep it simple? Do I keep it friendly? Or maybe that's how they tried to approach this, even though there was... Because remember, this collective, you're seeing it as Grim Reaper. That was excited. Okay, I want one more here because then you got the focusing on the separation. I just want one more here, and I'm going to get tarot for everything for you that's on its way. Let's see if this person pops up. Destiny. Oh, naughty thoughts. So they're obsessively thinking. This is why they're watching. That's why you got the sunglasses. I can't help but want you physically, sexually, and mentally. You're all I think about when I'm alone and I'm lost in my thoughts. The thought of you drives me insane. And then you got 33. So you got 33, 55, and 66. A lot of synchronized numbers. I understand our relationship and our connection. What I once thought was trivial was something on a higher consciousness. That's why you got blessed. Couldn't understand it then, but I do now. I don't want to get any more into this because I feel this reading is far greater than just... I'm going to get you tarot. Normally I would really break more energy down, but I just don't think it's... Anyway, I'm going to get tarot. Hold on. Okay, I just want to see what's coming for this collective. Because you've got so many concerns in that. Like, you're really stressed right now. So, let's go. Let's roll the dice. If a 6 comes out, it's for months ahead. Anything else, weeks. I'm not going to do days. 4. So, your next month ahead. So, your next 4 weeks ahead. Main collective. Next 4 weeks, please. Oh, did you see that flick on me? And it's the 4 of Wands. With 2 of Wands, big decisions, future planning. 4 of Wands, yes, that's my twinny card. It's about marriage and commitment, but it's about foundation. It's about community as well. It's about support. This says prosperity on this card. Celebration, wedding, stability, partnership, action, foundation, community, prosperity, but planning, moving forward, big decisions. This card says partnership here. Hold on, next 4 weeks. But I more think because you got a huge focus on career. There's something about the community around you developing in a beautiful way. You've got some big decisions to prepare you for more future plan. World! So that, I'm seeing that 6 of Swords. So you are going to move on from a cycle. And a big thing here, you're in the midst of coming into an end of a cycle, this collective. But you've got completion, another card of success, conclusions. Completion, karmic lessons, maybe you're finally learning. Success, leveling up, achievement, more knowledge. Travel. I'm hearing travel. I just heard travel. And you've got that within the next 30 days. That temperance energy being activated in the universal part. You've got it here. This is a very good top row. I just feel a lot of balance coming into your life, especially emotional balance. This is very grounded kind of energy here. There's something that comes with foundation, community, commitment, decisions, future planning, that I feel you finally make the right decisions here. You learn something. That's why you get the world energy over this, right? Whatever is coming, do the opposite that you've done before, because that's a huge part of your first part of this reading. Don't repeat the same thing this time, because you're going to get a world. And right after that world, you get this temperance energy, balance, alchemizing emotion that you do not need, especially that paranoia. Okay, tranquility, peace, harmony. And maybe it is things you've been really, new story, full, new cycle. But you do need to take a leap of faith with something and step into the unknown. Queen of Cups, that's, oh my gosh, and you've got Judgment here. You've got the World, Temperance, and Judge. I always say major arcana, huge, pivotal, universal lessons. So whatever decisions are coming, future judgment energy is over this. Past, present, future self uniting. Make the right decisions here. This could create a new spiritual story for you, a complete renewal. But it's going to take willpower. It's going to take a lot of, again, mental discipline, and action and success will come through your action. You've got judgment energy over these decisions. It says awakening, resurrection, reunion, shocking, ascension, rebirth. Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. Lovers. But I will say, I don't think love is this Four of Wands. I think that's still on the Knight's journey, because that's the feeling I'm getting from this. Could there be an appearance within the next 4 weeks? There could. I think when it comes to love, there's things in your soul contract. Watch that part that you need to focus on first. I think they, like, these two together are beautiful, but the fact that that came out with the Knight of Pentacles, I think it's still on its process of arrival. Okay, there's more hard work, dedication, and this collective, you would know it, right? That needs to be put into yourself and your path. This person's watching from the sidelines. They ain't a divine masculine. They're still in wounded energy, but it could be a bit stagnant still. More patience is needed. More hard work, responsibility, slow moving. But when it does come in, it'll be a solid offer, okay? It's not there. It's just on the journey. A slow journey at that. Ace of Wands with this World. You really could be traveling soon, but far out. You're going to have a lot of creative acceleration in the right now. Your first card was Ace of Wands in reverse. Feeling lack of direction, things bubbling under the surface because you're refusing to make decisions. You're like, again, watch from the beginning. You get that upright, acceleration in the mind, passion, new ventures, success, good luck on your side, creative spark, inspiration. Some big energy here. Temperance, and the Fool again. Holy moly, you're coming into a new cycle. Learn your lessons, be still, get out of your mind. Empress energy, get out of your mind. That gets you in trouble. You're paranoia. Little drama queen, doom and gloom. You're creating scenarios that aren't even happening. I'm so glad we got that other person's true perspective of you, because that's what I was feeling in that Evil Eye deck. I was feeling like you were accelerating it in your mind. But as the cards were coming out, I was like, oh, no, it's this collective, what you create up here. You're this. Be still. Let it come to you. See your greatness. Stop speaking so negatively about yourself. You've literally got Fool in Tarot is the brand new story. He starts the story. It's coming after your World, Temperance, and starting again. Perfect. But it takes you to take that leap of faith now, the offering. Watch your whole reading. It's magical. I was about to say, when it comes to love, there's other things that come first, and then that was stuck there. This reading's about you. There's something with your success that's coming that you need to focus on. Okay. All right, Charmies. Oh, the little banana with the bee. And remember the moon part. And I was seeing that crescent moon, but I'm like, it looks like a banana in my mind. That's important. That was an important detail for the right collective. Comes a hand, you are protected. My little candle wax, it looks like a frog. You could have just seen a frog, or you read candle wax. Initials F, G, H, B, and M. The cobra. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Double whammy. And again, snakes could be relevant to you, but that's you. You are a master, developing into one. Oh, my cards just fell. Tree of Life. Been here from the start of time. Sailing off into the sunset with that Six of Swords. Remember that. But travel-wise, Indonesia, Bali, India. I always see this as Thailand. Trust your intuition. Dark's not your overthinking mind. New moon energy. Perfect timing. When time stops. This has stopped at 10:26. Okay. Let's get... Oh! And the clock came out again. You could have just maybe one of your watches, or you ordered a new watch. Like got a new watch. 14th of the 9th, 144 or 141. 23rd of the 9th, 23rd of the 4th, 19th of the 2nd, 19th of the 1st, 191. 8th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 8th, 1717, 12 to 122, 121, or 12th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 12th. And then you've got 15 here. Shadow. Things that grip you. Don't anything you're tunnel visioning or focusing out, fixation, remember what's lingering around your energy, so just remove it. Okay? But I love you guys and have a great day.